Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome. So in the last class, we have discussed about the evaluation of surface mining, surface deposits. The deposits which are lying very near to the surface, shallow deposits, they are amenable to surface mining methods. So we have evaluated the surface deposits. There are certain factors which are taken into account while evaluating the surface deposits for selecting a mining method, like your geography of the area, legal status of the land and mining rights, historical, political and sociological factors, geology of the area, geology of the deposit, mining conditions, ore treatment requirements, beneficiation facilities, and economic analysis. Ultimately, you should get profit, maximization profit, minimization of loss, minimization of cost is the basic fundamental aim of any company. So these things we have discussed in the last class. Just so these parameters we have discussed. In the economic analysis, we have also seen degree of necessity of mineral mining and payback period and rate of return, etc. we have discussed. And the surface mining, today we are going to discuss about the various steps involved in surface mining operation. What are the steps you have to carry out for mining of the deposits by surface mining methods? So first thing you have to do is you have to strip out the overburden, spoil material. Above the mineral deposit, the overburden material is there, the spoil material is there. So the spoil material is to be stripped out, is to be removed. Stripping out overburden, spoil materials. Then you have to go for traditional surface mining methods, which fall into two broad categories based on the locality where the mine is located. Based on that, there are two surface mining methods are there. One is called mechanical excavation method, the other one is called aqueous methods. So mechanical excavation method includes the open pit mining, open cut mining, open cast mining, terrace mining, strip mining. Whereas the aqueous methods means water, by using the water force, such as placer deposits, in situ leaching, placer mining, in situ leaching, solution mining. These are called your aqueous methods. Why it is called aqueous method? Because it uses water force to mine the deposit. And finally, after the mining is done, after the mineral resources are extracted, after the mineral is taken out from the earth crust, the void which is created, the void which is created after mining is cleaned up by doing reclamation. So final stage is reclamation, and after that you have to close the mining. So these are the various steps involved in surface mining projects. So in the last class, we have also discussed the different subdivision of surface mining methods. So the mechanical excavation methods are open pit mining, open cut mining, open cast mining, terrace mining, strip mining for the flat terrain, contour strip, hilly terrain mining, auger mining, glory hole mining, quarrying. These are all mechanical excavation methods. And the aqueous methods we have seen placer deposits, placer mining, like your panning, sluicing, dredging, hydraulic mining. These are placer mining methods. And the solution mining methods are heap leaching, in situ leaching. So this is a broad classification of surface mining methods. So basically, there are two methods of surface mining methods are there. One is mechanical excavation, second one is aqueous method. The mechanical excavation method is subdivided into open pit mining, open cut mining, open cast mining, terrace mining, strip mining for the flat terrain deposits, contour strip mining for hilly terrain deposits, auger mining, glory hole mining, quarry. Similarly, for the if the deposit placer deposits are there, so you have to go for aqueous surface mining methods. That is your placer mining methods like your panning, sluicing, dredging, hydraulic. These terms are associated with your surface mining methods. And there is another method which is called your solution mining by heap leaching, by in situ leaching, by using some chemicals. So these are the broad classification subdivisions of surface mining methods. So we have seen that how the surface mining looks like. This is the open pit mine. First one A is your open pit mine. So this is the layout of an open pit mine. This is the dumper or the uh, truck which is taking the material, transporting material. Second one is called your dredging. You see, it is a dredge mining. Dredge mining, it is in water. So dredging is carried out if there is water. Below the water, if mineral deposit is there, then dredging operation is carried out. So this is the dredge machine. This is the dredge machine. The dredge machine is floating on the floor of the ship on the water body. So this is called dredging. Then C is your area strip mining. The third figure C is your area strip mining by using a rope shovel. This is the rope shovel used for area strip mining. And the fourth one D is contour strip mining for hilly deposits. For hilly deposits, contour strip mining method is carried out. Okay, so this figure shows major surface mining methods. And here we have seen that on the first figure, this left side first figure, top figure, left side top figure shows the surface mining which is carried out by a backhoe. This machine is called your backhoe. This is the backhoe. The backhoe cuts the topsoil. Below the topsoil, overburden is there, rock is there, soil is there. So first you have to remove the topsoil. After that, the overburden, the rock, the soil is to be removed, and below that your coal seam is there. Oh, your deposit is there. So this is the operation which you are going to carry out in surface mining methods. In surface mining methods, first you have to remove the topsoil, then below the topsoil there is a soil, subsoil, and below that your rocks are there, overburden material is there. So this overburden is to be removed. After that only you will get the coal, the mineral. So this is the operation you have to carry out. So here you see on the right side on the top figure. So these are the various operations carried out in surface mining, area strip mining. This is strip mining. So in the strip mining, first this overburden is removed. First this overburden is removed uh, uh, by the help of a drag line or any other machine. And after that, this the coal seam. The coal is to be taken out by shovel dumper mining or any other mining method. And after the coal is taken out, then you have to go for reclamation. This is the reclamation, spreading of the topsoil on the mined out area, and reclamation is to be carried out. So these are the different mining operations carried out in surface mining projects. And below this figure shows the layout of an open pit mine. And now here on the right side bottom figure, dredging. So as I have told, dredging is carried out for the minerals which is lying in the water body. So below the water, the minerals are also there. So the minerals which are lying below the water body are taken out by the dredging operation. So in open cast mining, where you are using the mechanical methods, you are removing the rock. But in the case of dredge mining, pressure mining, the mineral deposit is covered by water body. So therefore, the dredge machine is to float on the water body, and after that the mineral will be taken out by these dredging operation. So this is the layout of surface mining projects. So the yes.
Sir, what is the difference in that backhoe and the electric shovel?
Yes. Backhoe, as I have told, it scopes the material like this. Look to my hand. This is the scoping operation. Means top to bottom. It is cutting from top to bottom. Whereas the rope shovel takes upwards. You look to my hand. It cuts upwards. It cuts upward.
Sir, electric shovel also cut from upward to downward.
No, no.
Electric shovel.
No. Because electric shovels are operated by ropes are there. So ropes cannot be used for taking upwards because they will not remain stable. Rope is hanging, so the stability of the machine will be not so strong. It can just like your drag line is just like your backhoe, uh, but it dragline drags the material. It like this, it drags the material. It never takes upwards. So only the shovel, the electric shovel, uh, or the boom shovels, they take the material upwards. They have much more capacity to cut the material. Means they can cut the material upwards. But whereas the backhoe or other machines like your drag lines, they scope the material, scoping operation, uh, dragging operation. And shovel is more powerful. It cuts the material upwards. So that is the difference between a backhoe and the rope shovel. Rope shovel sits at the bottom of the bench and cuts the bench upwards, whereas the uh, hydraulic shovel, backhoe, they sit on the top of the bench and cut the bottom bench. They cut the bottom bench. So that is the difference between the backhoe and a rope shovel. So in the mechanical extraction method, we use these machines. In open pit mining, we use these shovels, electric shovels, backhoes, drag lines. So let us see the mechanical extraction method. It is used for a thick deposit. A thick deposit is generally mined in benches or steps. You have to form number of benches if the deposit is very thick. Although you can also mine the thin deposits which may require only a single bench or only one face. Of all the variations of mechanical surface excavation mining methods available, the three most common methods only will be described here, like your open pit mining, open cut mining, open cast mining, quarry mining, terrace mining, strip mining for flat deposits, contour strip mining for hilly terrain deposits. These things we are going to discuss. So the classification of surface mining methods is based on these parameters: mineral deposit accessible for surface mining. If it is a stratified deposit, uh, horizontal or inclined, non-stratified deposit, then which method of mining you are going to use, whether you are going to terrace mining, strip mining, modified terrace mining, or open pit mining. Depending upon the deposit configuration, you have to select the mining method. So let us see the open pit mining. So as I have told, this open pit mining is a funnel shaped mining. Open pit mining is used when ore bodies lie very near to the surface. If the deposit is very deep seated, you cannot go for surface mining method. Rather, you should go for underground mining method. But if the deposit is lying at the surface, very near to the surface, shallow deposits, then you can go for surface open pit mining method. So in open pit mining, you develop a large hole which exposes the ore body and waste material is removed. The waste is removed and dumped in the waste dump. And this is the second cheapest method, uh, but has the largest environmental impact. The open pit mining is the cheapest method, but it affects the environment. There is a lot of environmental impact there because of the surface mining projects. As I have told, you have to cut the trees, the cultivable land will be destroyed, the beauty of the land will be destroyed, and there will be noise pollution, water pollution. So environmental impact is there because of the surface mining method. So the basic concept of surface mining or open pit mining, although the basic concept of an open pit is quite simple, the planning required to develop a large deposit for surface mining is a very complex and costly undertaking. At one mine, it may be desirable to plan for blending variations in the ore so as to maintain as nearly as possible a uniform feed to the mill. At another operation, it may be desirable to completely separate two kinds of ore, as for example, a low-grade deposit where one kind of oxide ore must be treated by acid leach, but a second kind of sulfide ore must be treated by different methods. The grade and tonnage of material available will determine how much waste rock can be stripped, and there is often an ultimate limit to the pit that is determined more by the economics of removing the overburden than a sudden change in the ore deposit from mineral to non-mineral bearing material. The ultimate pit limit and the slope of the pit walls are therefore determined as much by economics and engineering as by geological structure. Material that is relatively high grade may be left unmined in some awkward spot extending back too deeply beneath the waste. The typical large open pit mining operation that has been in production of 10 years and more is operating under conditions that could not possibly have been foreseen by the original planners of the mine. Metal prices, machinery, milling methods are constantly changing so that the larger operations must be periodically re-evaluated, and several have been completely redeveloped from time to time as entirely different kinds of mining and milling operations. Sometimes the preliminary stripping of the overburden is contracted to farms specialized in earth moving mining. Mining is usually done by track mounted electric shovels in the large operations. If the mine is very big, then you have to use the uh, track mounted electric shovels and by rubber tired diesel front end loaders in the smaller operations. If the mining operation is very small, then you have to use rubber tired diesel front end loaders. Scrappers are sometimes used in special situations also. Large bucket wheel excavators of the kind used in European coal mines have not been applied to metal mining. You cannot go for metal mining by using the bucket wheel excavators. In India, we are using the bucket wheel excavators for the lignite mining because this equipment is best adapted to softer bedded, relatively flat line strata. So this is the basic concept of open pit mining. So you see this open pit mining, how it is being carried out. So this is a ore body. This pink color is the ore body which is dipping downwards. This is the ore body. And this is the ore body. Pink color is the ore body. which is dipping downwards, almost a vertical deposit there, and the yellow color is your waste material, the rocks. So you have to remove this rock. You have to remove this rock to expose the ore body to take out the mineral deposit. So this waste material, yellow color, will be taken to be dumped on the surface on the mining dump yard, and the minerals will be taken to the mining plant or mining beneficiation plant, processing plant. Okay, where metal will be extracted. So uh, uh, this is the ore body. Pink color is the ore body, and it is covered by the waste material, rock, soil. So this rock and soil, yellow color, is to be removed fast and dumped in the dump yard, and after that only you will get the ore body. So the this is the gestation period to reach the mineral deposit from the surface. By removing the overburden material, you have to reach the mineral deposit. So that is the payback period. After getting the minerals, then only you can get the profits. Initially, the uh, mining operations are to be carried out to remove the waste material. After removing the waste material, then only you can get the mineral and get the and sell the mineral in the market and get the profit. So this is the way the open pit mining method is carried out. So mine working open to the surface is called your open pit mining method. Any mining operation which is open to the outer surface is called your open pit mining method. It is a funnel-shaped hole in the ground with the ramp spiraling down along sides, allows moderately deep ore body to be reached. Operation designed to extract minerals that lie very close to the surface. It is used when the ore body is very near to the surface and little overburden needs to be removed. Waste rock is very little amount of waste rock is there, and the mineral deposit is lying at the surface. Then open pit mining method will be very useful method, very profitable method. It is usually employed to exploit a near surface deposit, shallow deposit, or one that has a low stripping ratio. Stripping ratio is very, very important for selecting the surface mining method. What is fast removed? Waste is fast removed. First you have to remove the waste. This yellow color waste material is to be removed fast. Then the ore body is broken and loaded. After that you will get the pink color ore body, which will be broken and loaded to the trucks, and they will be taken to the mineral beneficiation plant, processing plant. Uh, so generally, the low-grade shallow ore bodies are amenable to open pit mining method. This is a non-selective mining method. All high and low-grade zones mined separately. Mining rate is usually 20,000 tons mined per day. Per day, you can mine up to 20,000 tons by open pit mining method. It often necessitates a large capital investment for purchase of mining equipment, but generally results in high production. If you are going to use high mechanization, then production will be very high and the cost of mining will be very low. Cost of mining will be reduced, production will be more, and you can develop good safety systems in the mines. And in open pit mining method, there are some design issues are there, like stripping overburden, location of the haul roads, equipment, size of the trucks, number of trucks, size of the shovel, etc. are to be designed properly. And the pit slope angle and stability study is also to be carried out so that the pits will remain stable throughout their operation. So this is the precondition for open pit mining method. So this is in this diagram, uh, these are the different operations which are carried out in open pit mining. So the overburden material, the waste material is taken out from the mine and dumped in the outside dump. Then these are the typical haul roads on the benches on which the trucks they have to move. Then these are the typical bench walls are there, and these are the cast benches are there, and this is another typical haul road on which the material will be transported. And this is the drilling operation is carried out, drilling out a new pattern of holes, and loaded haul trucks going to run off mine stockpile, and these are the shovels loading to the trucks and drilled out pattern about to be charged for blasting purpose, and empty haul trucks are returning back to the mine for getting loaded. So these are the different operations carried out in open pit mining. So this is showing the open pit mining. It is a funnel shaped hole in the ground with a ramp spiraling down along sides, allows moderately deep ore to be reached. Initial mining for zinc at some other mine. So this is the truck which is carrying the material. So this is the open pit mine, copper mine in Chile. These are the benches, these are the access ramps, and this is the dust is a problem in surface mines, and slope failure is another problem in surface mines. Dust and slope failure are major problems in surface mining method. So this pit, this mine, Chile mine, copper mine is 4.3 kilometer long, 3 kilometer wide, and 850 meter deep. They have gone up to 850 meter depth, deepest mine, and mining started in 1915 till date. It is going on. Total production getting from this mine is 29 million tons of copper uh, to the end of 2007, and for many years it was the mine with the largest annual production in the world, but was recently overtaken by Minera Econdita Child. It remains the mine with the largest total cumulative production. Production, mining cost, employees, total number of people working 8,420 as on 2007, and profits they are getting 9.215 US billion dollar. Uh, so this is the biggest mine in the world, and this overburden material is first removed, and after that only you can reach the mineral deposit. So removing the overburden, how the overburden material is removed. So the overburden removal is carried out by this drag line. After removing the overburden, then the minerals are taken by the shovel dumper mining. So here the waste material is dumped here, reclamation, side casting, by use of the uh, stripping shovels are also there, stripping drag lines are also there, which can be used for removal of the overburden. Overburden is removed by either shovels or drag lines. And these are the some of the drilling operations carried out in open pit mining, and small scale open pit mining by handheld drill machines, and the operations which are uh, monitored by using different type of machineries. So this is the drilling, then this is the blasting, and this is the loading, and this is the uh, crossing. So these are the various operations carried out in open pit mining. So this is the rope drag line. This is some photos and machinery used in open pit mining. A drag line shovel, a shovel or drag line rope operated shovel. This is the shovel. This is the drag line loading ore into the pit uh, um, to the dumpers. And the haulage is most important aspect of open pit mining. Haulage, you have to haul the material. So haulage is usually by truck haulage system. By using the trucks, the material is transported from one place to other place. Haulage is usually by truck or dumpers, although sometimes people are using the locomotive haulage, railroads, inclined rails and conveyor belts have been also used. For the haulage purpose, different type of transportation systems are there. One is truck haulage system, dumper haulage system, conveyor system, and the locomotive haulage system. People are using different methods of transportation haulage in the mines depending upon the location of the mine. The conveyance unloads directly into a primary crusher. After the mineral or the rock, after the mineral is mined, then it is taken to a crossing plant to cross it. Conveyance unloads directly into a primary crusher, and crossed material is stored in coarse ore bins prior to shipment to the mill. Usually, the minerals are mined and they are loaded to the trucks. The trucks carry the minerals to the primary crusher and the material is crossed and stored in coarse ore bins prior to selling it in the market. And for the blasting purpose, you have to drill the blast holes. So the blast holes are usually drilled vertically by self-propelled, track-mounted, pneumatic or rotary drill machines. Pneumatic by compressed air operated drill machines or by rotary drill machines. Bulk explosives are loaded in the holes, and different type of explosives like your site slurry explosives, emulsion explosives, etc. are used for the blasting purpose. So bulk explosives are um, loaded in the holes and large volumes of ore are broken in a single blast. Sometimes the drill holes are routinely sampled and assayed to help plan the position of the shovels in advance of mining. So blast hole assay control is especially desirable when exploration data are incomplete or lacking, as in the case in the older pits which have long been mined past the limits of ore used in original planning. So, so haulage, blasting, drilling, these are the basic operations in open pit mines. So the mining truck, as I have shown you yesterday also, to the left side, mining truck or dumper, uh, uh, it is a photograph taken for a truck whose capacity is 360 ton capacity dumper, which is a 327 metric ton haul truck. This unit is powered by a 2750 horsepower engine and its weight is 443,000 pounds, means 177 tons, the weight of the dumper. And on the right side, the crushing, in-pit crushing is there, in-pit crushing, in the pit crushing. So why in-pit crushing is done? To transport the material by the help of belt conveyor. uh, you have to cross the material, and in that case you have to go for in-pit crossing. After the mineral is mined, it will be taken to the crossing plant. The material will be crossed to the required size. After that, it will be loaded to the conveyor, which will carry the material to its destination. So that is called your in-pit crossing and conveying system. And this is a drill machine. On the bottom side, the drilling operation is carried out by the help of a drill machine. Electric drill machines are also there. Hydral means a diesel operated drill machine, pneumatic drill machine, different type of drill machines are there which are used in open pit mining. And in open pit mining, there are some hazards associated with open pit mining, rock falls and hazards associated with open pit mining. Geological hazards are there while the mining operations are carried out in open pit mining. So in open cast mining, you form the benches, bench level intervals. You form the benches as I have shown pit benches. This is the access hall road and pit bottom. And on the left side, you are able to see the shape of a mine. And number of benches are there. This is the bench width and this is the hall road width. Width of the hull road is more than the bench width, berm width. Okay, and here on the where the hull road is there, road edge barrier is to be constructed so that the truck will not fall down to the lower bench. And this is the bench height. You have to design the bench height such a fashion that it never fails. And a is the angle of slope of the bench, whereas B is the ultimate pit slope angle. B is the ultimate pit slope angle, which is obtained by joining the crest of the top bench to the toe of the lowest bench. So crest of the top bench, toe of the lowest bench, if you join, you will get the angle of ultimate pit slope angle. Okay, so these are the hull road width and bench width and bench height. A is bench slope angle, B is overall pit slope angle, D is the drainage ditch. D is the drainage ditch, which is used for whatever water will be there in rainy season, or whatever water is coming out from the strata, it will be taken by this ditch drain. So usually the bench level intervals are to a measure determined uh, are to a large measure determined by the type of shovel or loader used, and these are selected on the basis of the character of the ore and manner in which it breaks upon blasting and supports itself on the working face. So depending on that, the height of the bench will be selected. So this is, in this diagram, you just see open pit mining sequence, steps in open pit mining. So on the left side, top uh, figure A shows the ore body, vertical ore body, and the vertical ore body is surrounded by waste material, and this is the ground line. This is the ground line. So a, A is a section through ore body before open pit mining operation started. Then in the figure B, right side B, the waste material is to be taken out. The waste material is to be removed to reach the ore body. So firmer surface, then after that by forming benches, you take out the waste materials, remove the waste material to expose the ore body. This is the section through ore body just as ore is exposed. Just you have reached the ore by removing the waste material. After that, you have taken the minerals section through ore body as ore overburden commences, ore production commences. Now you have started getting ore, producing mineral. Then further in figure D, section through ore body as waste stripping and ore production proceed. Then mining starts on both sides for removal of the waste material and getting the minerals. Then figure E, section through ore body as mining continues and removal of the overburden and getting the minerals. Then final stage F, section through ore body as economic limit of pit operation is reached. Beyond this, you cannot go for open pit mining. It has reached up to this stage. Certain mineral is lying below that level, but it will not be economical to go for further getting the minerals. This is the economic pit limit of the surface mining project. So if you want to take out this ore, then you have to go for underground mining method. So this is the sequence of apartment mining carried out for pipe type ore deposits. This is a pipe type ore deposit, cylindrical ore deposit, vertically lying cylindrical or pipe-like ore deposit. So the various open pit and ore body configurations are shown in this diagram. So this ore is flat lying seam or bedded deposits, flat trail. Example, your coal deposits, usually the coal mines, coal deposits, coal seams are flat deposits, and it is above the ore you are having the overburden rock. The rock is to be removed to get the ore. Okay, then second figure shows a massive ore deposit on a flat terrain. Example, iron ore or sulfide deposits. Iron ore deposits, sulfide deposits, they look like this. So, the ore is covered by the overburden, so this overburden material is to be removed to get the ore. Then third figure shows a inclined ore body. Inclined ore body. So it is a dipping coal seam or bed flat in the flat terrain, anthracite coal deposits. So the ore is taken out by shovel, and mm, below that possibly you can use the drag line, and this side overburden is there which is to be removed to get the mineral deposit. And the fourth figure shows a inclined deposit exposed to the surface. It is a outcropping deposit. Outcropping deposit. So massive deposit, high relief, copper sulfide ores are there. So the overburden is very less. So stripping ratio will be very less. And the fifth one is a thick bedded deposit. Little overburden is there in the like your iron ore and coal deposits. So this overburden is to be taken out to get the mineral lying below it. So these are the various open pit and ore body configurations which are practiced in surface mining methods. So we have seen what is a terrace mining, where the overburden is too thick or the floor of the pit. Terrace mining, where the overburden is too thick or the floor of the pit, the ore inclination is too steeply dipping to allow waste dumping directly over the pit, as is the case with dragline mining, strip mining. It is necessary to use intermediate cyclic or continuous transport by using the trucks or conveyors to transport the overburden to where it can be tipped back into the previously mined out void. That is called your terrace mining. It is a multi-bench sideway moving method. The whole mine moves over the ore reserve from one end to the other, but not necessarily in a single bench. The number of benches used is usually a function of the excavation depth and type of machinery used, typically between 10 to 15 meter bench height and 1 to 32 benches in the terrace. Where steeply dipping ore bodies are encountered, the modified method is most often applied. A more typical three waste bench terrace operation with deeply dipping ore body. In this case, the pit dimensions are limited by seam exposure, uh, pit length, and available working area for mining and dumping faces the pit width. So this is called your terrace mining. And another method is there which is called your strip mining. Another method which is called your strip mining, used for near surface deposits, laterally continuous bedded deposits such as coal deposits, stratified ores such as iron ore, and superficial deposits like your nickel, laterite, or bauxite deposits. You have to use the strip mining method. So when ore bodies are flat lying and close to the surface, then you can go for strip mining. It is sometimes economical to remove the overlying rock to expose the ore body by strip mining method. So strip mining is ideally applied where the surface of the ground and the ore body itself are relatively horizontal and not too deep under the surface, and a wide area is available to be mined in a series of strips. The surface soil is stripped off and stockpiled for later land reclamation purpose. In strip mining, the land reclamation can be used uh, after the mining is over. A stripping drag line with a long boom or long reach shovels are commonly used in strip mining operations. The pits are shallower that open pit mines and than the upper pit mines, and the overburden is hindcast. Overburden is hindcast directly into adjacent mined out panels. Then it is called a strip mining method. It is a very low cost mining method. You get high production um, mining method. Typical examples of this type of mining are the larger tonnage coal mining operations. So favorable condition for strip mining is it can be used for relatively thin overburden 0 to 50 meter maximum. Otherwise, stripping ratio and cost of stripping becomes too high. Uh, the strip mining method can be used for regular and constant surface topography and coal layers. Not more than 20-degree variation from horizontal on the coal seam topography can vary more since pre-stripping can be used to level it, but this is expensive to apply. Extensive area of reserves can be mined by strip mining method to give adequate life of mine and to cover all capital loan repayments, typically more than 20 years life at 4 to 14 million ton per annum production. Then only you can go for strip mining method. So these are the preconditions for strip mining methods. So this is the layout of the strip mining method. Uh, this is the mining activity carried out by using the strip mining method. So what is strip mining method is being explained by this diagram. So uh, electric drills are used to prepare the overlying strata for blasting purpose. The overlying strata, the rock, is to be blasted by using the electric drill machines. Then after that, the broken ore is removed. Broken ore is removed, and uh, uh, the broken rock is also removed. Then the extraction started for the upper ore or coal seam. Then removal of the upper ore is carried out, and after the ore is removed, then on the space void which is created after mining is filled up by waste materials. So this is the operation carried out in area strip mining operation. So there may be number of coal seams are there. Here there are three seams are there: top seam, middle seam, bottom seam. So this waste material are removed to expose the coal seam and taken out by open strip mining method. Okay, so this is the layout and diagram of strip mining method. So again, in this diagram also, it is explained what is strip mining method. What is strip mining method? This is the coal seam, this is the bedrock, this is the overburden. So overburden material is to be removed and to expose the coal, and after coal is taken out, the waste material is to be dumped. So this is called your strip mining method. This is the cheapest and safest method of mining, but can have a significant impact environmentally on the surface. Large surface area will be needed for the mining purpose. So you have to cut the trees, you have to evacuate the people who are living on the surface. So environmental problem will be there. But this is the cheapest method of mining, safest method of mining. So why you are selecting the strip mining method? The ore is close to the surface of the land, and therefore you are using the strip mining method. The 30-meter overburden is there. The ore is close to the surface of the land 30 meter, but has one or more layers of rock and dirt on top of it. To mine the ore, these layers of waste material are to be taken off. This mining is done in long, narrow strips. When the ore is done in one strip, the miners begin to create another strip next to it. The waste dirt and rock that they take off the top of the next strip is put on top of the last one. So this is the way the strip mining method is carried out. So in the strip mining method, these are the different type of machineries used. Uh, Large scale continuous bucket wheel excavators are gaining popularity for strip mining operations. These large-scale machines are designed for high-capacity output and are tremendous in size, highly productive, and very expensive also. The bucket wheel excavator is used for the strip mining operation. The drag lines are also used for the strip mining operation. These machines are very, very big machines, and they are also very, very costly machines, expensive machines, but they will give you high production, and they at a low cost, capital cost, low cost of mining will be less. So the drag line is a discontinuous mining method, whereas the bucket wheel excavator is a continuous mining operation. So this is the layout of a strip mining operation. So strip mining uh, is carried out after blasting, scope of rock overburden, and then scope out the minerals, ores, uh, for the fairly shallow deposits. And large, it is the economics of strip mining depends on stripping ratio. The overburden should be less. Large land area can be involved in strip mining, especially for coal and bauxite mining. So this is the example of some of the strip mining operations carried out in India and abroad. So this strip mining is the practice of mining a seam of mineral. What is strip mining? Strip mining is the practice of mining a seam, coal seam or mineral by first removing a long strip of overlying soil and rock, the overburden. It is most commonly used to mine coal or tar sand. Strip mining is only practical when the ore body to be excavated is relatively near to the surface. This type of mining uses some of the largest machines on earth, including bucket wheel excavators, which can move as much as 12,000 cubic meters of earth per hour. There are two forms of strip mining. The more common method is area strip mining method, contour strip mining method. What is area strip mining? Uh, Area strip mining method is used on fairly flat terrain to extract deposits over a large area. As each long strip is excavated, the overburden is placed in the excavation produced by the previous strip. And the contour strip mining method involves removing the overburden above the mineral seam uh, uh, near the outcrop in hilly terrain, where the mineral outcrop usually follows the contour of the land. Contour stripping is often followed by auger mining into the hillside to remove more of the mineral. This method commonly leaves behind terraces in mountain sides. So the area strip mining method is used for flat terrain, whereas the contour strip mining method is for hilly terrain. So this is the difference between area strip mining and contour strip mining. Among others, strip mining is used to extract the oil impregnated sand in the tar sands in Alberta It is also common in coal mining. Area strip mining is also very common for coal mining purpose. Bucket hole excavators are widely used for this purpose for lignite mining. However, they are prone to damage and require many millions of dollars to repair. So, accordingly, you have to select which method of mining will give you more profit. So this is the schematic diagram of strip coal mining operation. Schematic diagram of strip coal mining operation. So this is the direction of advance of the phase. This is the coal you are going to mine and the waste material you are dumping after the coal is taken out. So dragline gathers overburden and casts it back onto spoil banks located behind the current working phase. So this is a side casting dragline. uh, and on the right side coal strip mine in coal. This is the coal is taken out by a electric rope shovel. Okay, and this is the area strip mining. This is the area strip mining. So significant permanent waste dumps are not needed in area strip mining method. Mine rehabilitation can be carried out, reclamation can be carried out progressively at the same rate as mining is done. That is the advantage of area strip mining or strip mining operation. So this for the strip mining, the coal mine shovel. This is the shovel, and this is the truck, and these operations are carried out in the strip mining operation also. This is the hull truck, and the shovel, uh, shovel truck mining operation is also carried out for area strip mining operation. So this is the strip. This is the strip of land taken by this drag line and dumping on the surface for coal deposits. For the coal deposits, the strip mining is carried out by using the drag line machine. This is the bucket wheel excavator. This is the bucket wheel excavator used in strip mining operation. So strip mining with drag line, here it is shown, and rope shovel, here it is shown. Okay, this is the large bucket wheel excavator. Large bucket wheel excavator being moved through Germany. Very big mm, bucket wheel excavator. Then uh, there is another method which is contour strip mining for hilly terrain. Contour strip mining for hilly terrain. Contour uh, strip mining. So this is the for hilly deposits. This is the coal, and above the coal, your overburden material is there in the hilly area. So this is the high wall you are getting in the hilly area. Contour strip mining operation. So the mining process, uh, the open cast mining process is to be discussed in the next class. In the next class, uh, next week, Tuesday, we will study about the mining process, open cast mining process by using different heavy earth moving machineries. Mining process will be taught to you in the next class on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Thank you for your patient hearing. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome.